You are listening to SDO Isabela Radio-Based Instruction.
Learning never stops in Math Eskwela, your school on air.
Your partner in achieving fun learning experiences. Let's listen, enjoy, and have fun in learning mathematics. Stay tuned.
Hello there, my active and good-looking grade 5 learners. How are you today? I hope all of you are doing great. Let us start this year with cheerful and fun learning experiences in mathematics. Since you are perfectly fine, I'll welcome you to Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela for another math terrific episode. As we go along for today's lesson, I will be your radio teacher, Ma'am Jonabel B. Tobias, and I will be guiding you for today's episode. Since all of you are ready, let us now begin. Don't forget to bring out your modules, pen, and paper so that you can use them to solve mathematics problem. Is that clear, learners? Before we proceed, turn your module on page 1 and let's answer the activity What I Know. Here's the directions. Do what is asked. Write the letter of the correct answer on a separate sheet of paper. Did you understand, kids? Great! You may now begin.
Mare, narinig mo na ba ang tungkol sa online distance learning ng DepEd? Ano ba ito? Ay oo, Mare! Ang online distance learning ay isang pamamaraan kung saan maihahatid ng mga guro ang kaalaman para sa mga anak natin sa tulong ng teknolohiya gaya ng internet, laptop, computer, at cellphone. Ganun ba, Mare? Oo, Mare. Hindi magkakasama at magkakaharap ang mga estudyante at mga guro. Maaaring matuto ang mga bata sa pamamagitan ng online na pagkatuto. Isang mensahe mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.
And we're back. Now let's check your work. For number 1, find the value of t in 5 divided by 10 is equal to t. The correct answer is letter B, 0.5. Did you get the correct answer, kids? Great! Let's proceed to number 2. Find the quotient of 30 divided by 50. The correct answer is letter A, 0.6. For item number 3, the answer in dividing 20 by 50 is blank. The correct answer is letter B, 0.4. For number 4, if the divisor is 40 and the dividend is 30, the quotient is blank. The correct answer is letter A, 0.75. Did you get the correct answers? That's wonderful. Let's now proceed to number 5. Solve for x in the expression 20 divided by 40 is equal to x. The correct answer is letter B, 0.5. For number 6, to divide whole numbers with decimal quotients, what number do we add in the 10th place of the dividend? The correct answer is letter A, 0. For item number 7, when dividing whole numbers with decimal quotients, in what place do we add the initial 0 in the dividend? The correct answer is letter B, tenths. For number 8, if the given expression is 10 divided by 25, the answer is blank. Where do we place the decimal point in the dividend? The correct answer is the letter C, after 0. And for item number 9, zeros are continually added in the dividend until the difference is equal to what number? The correct answer is the letter A, 0. And for the last item, number 10, to check if the quotient is correct, we multiply it by what number? The correct answer is the letter C, the divisor. There you have it. How many of you get perfect score? Wow, that's impressive! Open your module on page 2. This time we will be dividing whole numbers with quotients in decimal form. In order to divide whole numbers with decimal quotient, you need to master the skills on place of value and on dividing decimals having one decimal place and with up to 2 decimal places. Your required knowledge in basic multiplication and division is of big help as well in completing this module. All this and other requisites will help you gain and understand the concept of the lesson. Let's get started. Are you ready? It's great! In the previous module, you have learned how to divide decimals with up to 2 decimal places. Let's check if you can still recall. In dividing decimals up to 2 decimal places, the following steps are to be considered. Step number 1. Multiply the divisor by 100 to make it a whole number. Multiply the dividend also by 100. Divide. Continue dividing until the difference is equal to 0. Check. Multiply the quotient and the divisor. The product must be equal to the dividend. Note that if the divisor has only one decimal place, we follow these steps. Multiply both the dividend and the divisor by 10. Then, we divide just like dividing whole numbers. Put the decimal point in the answer directly above where the dividend's decimal point is placed after it was multiplied by 10. To check, multiply the quotient and the divisor where the product must be equal to the dividend. Did you get it, class? It's wonderful! Open your module on page 4. In the previous lessons, you were taught how to divide decimals with up to 2 decimal places. In this lesson, we will deal with division of whole numbers with quotients in decimal form. And just as there is a correct way to divide whole numbers with whole numbers quotient, so too, there is a correct way to divide whole numbers with decimal quotients. This time, I will give you 30 seconds to read the problem in the box. Remember, class, to divide whole numbers with decimal quotients, write a decimal point in the dividend and a 0 in the tens place of the dividend. Divide, then write the answer without a remainder, and you can add zeros in the dividend and continue dividing. To check your answer, multiply the quotient and the divisor. The answer must be equal to the dividend.
Mare, narinig mo na ba ang tungkol sa online distance learning ng DepEd? Ano ba ito? Ay oo, Mare! Ang online distance learning ay isang pamamaraan kung saan maihahatid ng mga guro ang kaalaman para sa mga anak natin sa tulong ng teknolohiya gaya ng internet, laptop, computer, at cellphone. Ganun ba, Mare? Oo, Mare. Hindi magkakasama at magkakaharap ang mga estudyante at mga guro. Maaaring matuto ang mga bata sa pamamagitan ng online na pagkatuto. Isang mensahe mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.
Are you ready to answer the activity, children? Let's go over with the word problem from Activity 1. Following these steps. For step 1, write a decimal point in the dividend and a 0 in the tens place of the dividend. For step number 2, divide. Continue dividing until the difference is equal to 0. For step number 3, check. Multiply the quotient and the divisor. The answer must be equal to the dividend. Did you get it, class? If you can follow, hands. Each of the following members ate 1.5 or 1 1/2 of the 9 pizzas. What about item number 2? Mirna made 12 tuna sandwiches for her 16 friends who work as frontliners in their barangay. If her friends ate the same amount of the sandwiches she made, what part of the sandwich did each of her friends eat? We can use these steps. Check on page 5. Follow the steps given on page 5. Hence, each of her friends ate 0.75 or 3/4 of a piece of sandwich. Did you get the correct answer? That's great! This is really interesting, right, class? Let us move on to what's more independent activity number 1 on page 6. For number 1, what is 6 divided by 12? The correct answer is letter C, 0.5. Did you get the correct answer? Great! For item number 2, what is 12 divided by 15? The correct answer is letter D, 0.8. For item number 3, what is 36 divided by 40? The correct answer is letter D, 0.9. Did you get the correct answer? That's wonderful. Let's move on to item number 4. What is 25 divided by 125? The correct answer is letter B, 0.5. And for item number 5, what is 42 divided by 56? The correct answer is letter A, 0.75. Did you get perfect score, class? That's wonderful! Still on page 7, independent activity number 2. Read carefully and supply the missing parts of the process in each solution if needed. I will give you ample time to answer the given activity. Your timer starts now.
Ito ang bagong simula, ang bagong normal, bagong umagang parating. Ito ang tamang panahon upang maghanda sa bagong hamong harapin. Hindi magbabago ang hanap ng pusong tumulong at ituloy ang ating misyon. Dahil anuman ang sitwasyon, tuloy ang edukasyon, walang maiiwan, lahat ay aahon. Sama-sama tulong-tulong sa ating pagsulong. Anuman ang sitwasyon, tuloy ang edukasyon, tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Tuloy ang edukasyon.
Pilipinas sa gitna ng pandemya, tayo ay magsama-sama, kapatid, kababayan, dapat kang makialam. Halina at tulungan ang ating paaralan. Ipagpatuloy lang natin ang ating sinimulan. At sa bawat paghapang, bakit sa pangarap kong hagdan, ipalaganap ang pag-ibig at gintong kaalaman. Kahit sarado ang pinto, huwag tayong huminto, dahil ang edukasyon ay higit pa sa ginto. Katulong ang bawat isa at pamahalaan, ang lahat ng ito ay malalampas ang taas yung kung haharapin ang realidad. Ating isigaw, sulong etong kalidad. Sulong etong kalidad.
Nagbago ang hanap ng pusong tumulong at ituloy ang ating misyon. Dahil anuman ang sitwasyon, tuloy ang edukasyon. Walang maiiwan, lahat ay ahon. Sama-sama tulong-tulong sa ating pagsulong. Anuman ang sitwasyon, tuloy ang edukasyon. Dahil anuman ang sitwasyon, tuloy. Walang maiiwan, lahat ay ahon. Sama-sama tulong-tulong sa ating pagsulong. Anuman ang sitwasyon, tuloy ang edukasyon. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Tuloy ang edukasyon.
Are you ready to answer? For item number 1, if we divide 50 by 200, where should the decimal point be placed? The correct answer is after the digit 0 of the dividend. For item number 2, in 30 divided by 50, what is missing in the solution? The correct answer is 0.5. What is the quotient when we divide 43 by 86? The correct answer is 0.5. For item number 4, to check, we multiply the quotient and the blank. The answer must be equal to the dividend. The correct answer is divisor. And for the last item, item number 5, when dividing whole numbers with decimal quotients, we continue dividing until the blank is equal to 0. The correct answer is difference. Did you get perfect score? That's wonderful. That means you understood our lesson. Proceed to independent activity number 3. Match the number sentence in column A with the quotients in column B. Use an extra sheet of paper for your solution. Assuming that you already answered the given problems, I'll give you 30 seconds to check your answers. Are you ready? Let us now check your answers. For number 1, what is 25 divided by 50? The correct answer is letter D. For number 2, what is 56 divided by 80 is equal to N? The answer is letter E. And for number 3, what is 36 divided by 48 is equal to N? The correct answer is letter A. And for number 4, what is 99 divided by 100 is equal to N? The correct answer is letter B. And for the final number, 55 divided by 80 is equal to N. The correct answer is letter C. How's your scores, kids? Did you get high scores? Great! That only showed how you listened intently on our lesson. Let us recall how we divide whole numbers with decimal quotients. First, put a decimal point at the dividend and a 0 in the tenths place of the dividend. Then, divide. Continue dividing until the difference is equal to 0. Lastly, check your answer by multiplying the quotient and the divisor. The answer must be equal to the dividend. Open your module on page 9 and answer the given problems on what can I do. I will give you 30 seconds to review your answer. Your timer starts now.
Mare, Narinig mo na ba ang tungkol sa online distance learning ng DepEd? Ano ba ito? Ay oo, Mare! Ang online distance learning ay isang pamamaraan kung saan maihahatid ng mga guro ang kaalaman para sa mga anak natin sa tulong ng teknolohiya gaya ng internet, laptop, computer, at cellphone. Ganun ba, Mare? Oo, Mare! Hindi magkakasama at magkakaharap ang mga estudyante at mga guro. Maaaring matuto ang mga bata sa pamamagitan ng online na pagkatuto. Isang mensahe mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.
Let us now check your answers. For number 1, the correct answer is 5.6. Moving on to number 2, the correct answer is 0.6 or 3/5 of a piece of cupcake. For item number 3, the correct answer is 0.25. Did you get the correct answers? Great work, kids! Still on page 9 on the assessment. For the directions, perform as directed. Write the letter of the correct answer in your answer sheets. Are you ready? Let's begin. For item number 1, solve for y in the number sentence 6 divided by 8 is equal to 9. The correct answer is letter C, 0.75. For item number 2, find the quotient of 23 divided by 46. The correct answer is letter B, 0.5. For item number 3, if you divide 12 by 15, what is the answer? The correct answer is letter D, 0.8. For item number 4, if you divide 7 by 28, the quotient is blank. The correct answer is 0.25. And for item number 5, when you divide 35 by 140, the quotient is blank. The correct answer is letter C, 0.25. For item number 6, a piece of string is 372 decimeters long. How many pieces of 25 decimeters long can be cut from it? The correct answer is letter A, 14.88. For item number 7, Annalyn brought home 6 pieces of suman. If she has 8 siblings, how will she divide them equally among them? The correct answer is letter C, 0.75 or 3/4 of a piece of suman. For item number 8, a dressmaker has a 49 meters cloth. She plans to make 50 pillowcases from it. How many meters will she use for each pillowcase? The correct answer is 0.98. And for item number 9, a 24-meter string is to be divided into 30 pieces. How long would each one be? The correct answer is letter C, 0.80 meters. And for the last item, Aling Maria has 3 hectares of land. She wants to divide it equally to her 5 children. How many hectares will the share of each child be? The correct answer is letter B, 0.6 hectares. Did you get it, class? It's wonderful! Please continue answering the remaining activities in your module to enhance your skills in dividing whole numbers with quotients in decimal form. Always remember, constant correct practice makes perfect understanding of the lesson. That concludes our lesson for today. Truly that my grade 5 learners are very attentive. I appreciate you for listening to our discussion, and I hope you learned a lot from this episode. If you have any question, Just feel free to ask help from your parents, elder siblings, or you may send a message or call your mathematics teacher. You may also send a message to our Facebook page in Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela. In behalf of the whole SDO Isabela RBI production team, this is your scriptwriter and radio teacher, Ma'am Jonabel B. Tobias of San Antonio Elementary School, Rojas West District, saying, stay fit and healthy and be safe. Thank you for listening and staying with us. A blessed 2022 to all of us. Happy New Year, Grade 5 learners. Till our next episode. Goodbye!
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela!